America has a lot of statistics that people deem negative. These include the high number of teenage mothers, the percentage of students who don't graduate on time, and the number of homicides in particular cities. One statistic that may shock you, though, is the dropout rate. The dropout rate represents the percentage of 16 through 24-year-olds who are not enrolled in school and have not earned a high school diploma or GED. Every year, over 1.2 million students drop out of school. That's one student every 26 seconds, or 7,000 a day. The United States, which at one point had the highest graduation rate of any developed country, now ranks 22nd out of 27 developed countries. Also, dropouts in the United States commit about 75% of crimes. That's 3/4 of every crime committed in the United States. However, the high school dropout rate has declined since 1967. In 1967, it was 17%. In 2012, it was 7%. The dropout rate for black youth reached an historic low of 8% in 2011, while rates among Hispanic youth also reached an historic low of 13% in 2012. However, the long-term decline is partly related to increased incarceration rates among black and Hispanic males, especially dropouts, which more than doubled between 1980 and 1999, removing them from the population base. As you can see from the chart, the groups with the highest dropout rates were males and minorities. In 2010 and 2011, Iowa had the highest graduation rate at 88%. That's pretty good. The state with the lowest graduation rate was Nevada at 62%, but the District of Columbia was even lower at 59%. New York was somewhere in the middle at 77%. Most states were in the mid 70% range. Many factors contribute to dropping out. Students' parents don't regulate when they're at school and when they're not at school, or if their child is doing their homework or not. This contributes to the students not doing well in school, which may persuade them to drop out because they don't feel like they're doing well. Also, some students may have work or family responsibilities that may hinder their ability to do well, so they take a break from school and focus on those other responsibilities. National data show that students from low-income families are 2.4 times more likely to drop out of school than are children from middle-income families, and 10.5 times more likely than students from high-income families. The National Transition Study estimates that as many as 36.4% of disabled youth drop out of school before completing a diploma or certificate. Young people's perceptions of the economic opportunities available to them are their occupational aspirations. Dropouts often have lower occupational aspirations than their peers. Also, students who receive poor grades, who repeat a grade, or who are overage for their class are more likely to drop out. High school graduates earn $200,000 more than a high school dropout, and a college graduate earns $1 million more. The high economic toll on society can be described like this. If the dropouts from the nation's class of 2011 had graduated, the United States economy would benefit by about $154 billion over their lifetimes. Many students give reasons why they're dropping out. Some reasons that may hinder students' ability to do well and that they need to take care of are not being able to manage school and working or taking care of a family, also getting married, getting pregnant, or becoming a parent. Reasons that maybe can be avoided with a little extra attention are not liking school, not getting along with peers or teachers, and drugs and alcohol. Maybe we can find ways to help these students that are struggling and keep them in school so they can get a good education and have a nice life. So what do we do to drop the dropout rate? Well, we can personalize school. It might keep students involved if they have something that interests them and is personal to them, like maybe a music program or an art program. Also, making it creative might help students be a little bit more engaged. Raising the dropout age from 16 to 18 may also help. A lot of students who struggle in school wait till they're 16 just so they can drop out. If we raise the dropout age to 18, more students would have to stay in school longer and they would have no choice to figure it out. A lot of negative attention is put on the dropout rate, but as you can see, it is getting better. This gives us hope that it will continue to get better and maybe someday it won't be such a big deal.